Earlier on today, a Kaduna-bound train from Abuja derailed somewhere along the road. Recall that sometime about 2 years ago, there was an attack on a train along that route, which, halted the activities of railway transportation on that route before it was, reactivated again after some time. But taking a very close look at this particular accident, which has left a lot of people stranded. Of course, I'm doing this video at this time to at least please do share the video so that necessary authorities will make sure that these people are safe, because they are in the middle of nowhere. And I pray that what's happened then will not repeat itself. This is like a free food for bandits and kidnappers in this forest, and so it's important that necessary authorities do the needful. But having a close look at this particular accident from this point of view, you look at the rail, you notice that the rail is twisted, and all the fittings removed. I'm wondering, could there have been, is it like the rails were not properly, were not installed properly, or that the fittings have been removed? Yes, I remember I saw a video some time ago. I can't place my hand on that video of somebody, who did a video of, rails, I think somewhere in Ogun State, rails where the fittings have been removed. The fittings, I mean, those bolts and nuts that are being used to tie the rails down, they have been removed. Please, I think, we keep blaming poverty and poverty and poverty and poverty. I don't know when we will stop. Because the earlier we know that Nigeria is our collective property, the earlier we know, the better. Forget about all these politicians who are behaving as if they own Nigeria. They only behaving as if they own Nigeria. They don't own Nigeria. We all own this property. We own this nation together, and it's high time we start working around making things work. As in we start working, we start making moves about getting things to work out well. If these rails were actually removed, if the fittings were actually removed, then it is absurd. Look at what it has caused. Look at what it has caused. Sure, some people will have gotten injured in those coaches that fell off this rail. And the truth is, it could have been worse. And take, for instance, the necessary authority does not do the needful about this. It could lead to something else. These people could be kidnapped, and there could be a loss of lives and all of that. So this is just a call out to Nigerians. So please, let's stop. Whenever things are being installed like this, I mean, in fact, it still has to do with the security, the government, putting up securities on those places whereby people will not be able to vandalize, properties that belong to Nigeria, and also fittings will not be removed. And also, I think from the beginning, also talking about the proper installation, because when I saw one of those rails, in the last picture I showed, you see the rails twisted. Were these things done properly? Were they proper?